On today's episode of Do It Yourself, we're going to be removing wax from our Hanukkah menorahs. Throughout the holiday, wax builds up on our menorahs and you have to get it off. But as you can see, we got a bunch of different materials and the wax is really on there. So we don't want to destroy the menorah while removing the wax. So we're gonna pop them in the freezer. There are several ways you can get wax off of a menorah. You could use hot water, you can put them in an oven, but depending on the material they're made out of, you may not wanna do that. So we're gonna start with this most simple technique, which is popping them in the freezer for about 60 minutes. We'll come back in about an hour and see how that turned out. It's been about an hour and we've taken this menorah made of wood out of the freezer, and we're gonna use just a small chisel to see what we can get up of the wax. Now, I would use my fingernail, but I keep my nails really short, so that's not gonna work. Now that we have removed the majority of the wax from the menorahs using a very gentle chisel and freezing the menorahs to get the wax to harden, we did have some casualties. We did lose a candle holder, which is just a nut that we'll glue back on, and a few other ornamental pieces, these little jewels. And you know, these are special pieces that our kids have made throughout the years. This was made in 2014 at the synagogue in preschool by my kids. So this one I've had since I was just out of college, and they're special pieces. So to get the rest of the wax off, we're gonna switch over to the hot water method. So I'm gonna boil some water, and then we're gonna pour the hot water over the menorahs to get that wax to just kind of flow off. It's very important that you don't do this over a drain, because what can happen is the wax flows down the drain and then creates a really nice solid plug as it hardens that you will not be able to remove. Don't ask me how I know, it may be from experience. So we have the electric tea kettle that we boiled some water in, and we're just gonna gently pour it over the menorah and get that wax to melt away. There were a few gems that we lost in the cleaning process, so we're gonna fix those now with some super glue. Now we have all of our menorahs clean and ready to go for the next 8 crazy nights to come next year. And that's it for today's episode of Do It Yourself. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and tune in next time.